didn't have to knock me out, but I'm still holding the throne. You never know till it's over. So pretty it hurts. Just beware of the thorns.
Hello YouTube, back for another one. If you're new, subscribe if you like prison content, comment. I always try to answer all the comments. Today I want to talk about the new people coming to prison, people just getting there. Now there's two types. There's the type that they're confident in themselves, that they can handle themselves. They may be a little scared and a little nervous, but it's not that bad, for them. They usually have people they know there, they hook up with friends and stuff from their neighborhood. But then you have the type that come in and you can just tell by looking at them that they're nervous, they're scared. It's just the way they move. I was kind of like that. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared when I first got to the walls. But it seems like the ones coming in now like that are even more scared than I was. If that's to be believed, But they, when they open the doors for the first few times, they're the ones standing beside the cell door. That's a dead giveaway. Just standing there nervous like they don't know what to do. Well, I decided, let's get this over with. And I went out to the yard. And I think that's what everybody should do when they get there. Just go out, walk around. Or if you're in the wing, just see how things are going, see what people are doing. People in prison, it can be applied out here too, are creatures of habit. And you will see the same groups together, same people doing the same things. Like if you see a guy working out one day, chances are he's going to be working out the next day too. You see a guy playing spades, gambling, whatever, that's pretty much what he's going to be doing. If you like playing spades or cards, try to get in a game. I wouldn't just walk up and say, hey, can I get in a game? Just kind of feel things out for a little bit. I wouldn't just walk up unless you knew them, just because they could be having a conversation that they don't want nobody to hear. But you'll eventually get to know people. Don't go to. I've seen people go to the shower fully clothed, and sometimes they undress once they get to the shower. But there was this one guy at the walls that didn't. He'd take a shower with his clothes on and wring his clothes out. And I guess he was washing them at the same time as he's washing himself. Don't know exactly how that works, but anyway, he'd come back out with dry clothes on. And somebody asked him about it one day, and he said that he was doing his laundry in the shower. I think he was just, scared. Something happening. But you have guys that just now, it used to be able you could go up and get on a phone or stand in line for the phone, but people are telling me now, at least in Licking and 5 and 6 House, that you may not want to just go up and grab a phone. There's people getting stabbed and fights over it and stuff, which is just crazy to me. It's not that serious. But the thing is not to, you're going to be approached if you're a new guy. And especially if you're if you're looking scared and timid, somebody's going to come up and test you. And here's the thing: everybody bleeds. Testing you, he's not going to kill you. That's not what he's trying to do. He's just trying to intimidate you. He don't want to kill you. He's wanting to see what you're made of, what you're going to do, and hoping that you'll fall into his little intimidation tactics. One of the ones I used to see done is a guy will go up to a new guy, and say, "Hey, look, you're going to need protection." And the guy may say, "No, I don't need protection," or "I can't afford protection," or something along those lines. This guy will turn around and get his buddies to go up to intimidate the guy. So his buddies will go up there, and then he'll come up there like he's saving the day. He'll run them off. "Hey man, leave this dude alone." The guys will walk away. Maybe after a brief argument, fake argument, the guys will walk away, and he'll tell the guys, "See, it wasn't for me. These guys were going to be on you," and intimidate the guy. Don't go for that. I hope nobody goes to prison. But if somebody does go to prison, please listen to, and you're watching this, please listen, because it's all just an intimidation thing. And I have to tell you, not to get involved with the gambling. Whether you're winning or losing, it can go bad. If you're losing, you're going to go in debt. Because you're going to keep trying to win your money back, and you're going to go in debt. And a lot of times, these guys, sometimes they're friends, and they'll play against you, get you out of the way, get your money. But if you're winning, chances are somebody's feelings are going to get hurt, and there's a chance that one of them will get mad. Things didn't go their way. It didn't work out. You're taking their money. It could end all bad. But, get into, just try to, you come out and take a shower, just come out and take a shower. Ain't nobody tripping on you, Just act confident. That's the thing, is because if you're looking timid, they're probably already going to know you're new. But you don't want to try to act like you're new, and you don't want to try to act like you're scared, even though you are. Just stand up for yourself. If you have to, fight them, do your 10 days in the hole, get out. Everybody will respect you for fighting. You may get in other fights later on in your bid, but it's not going to be because they're trying to pressure you or punk you out or anything. It's just going to be, these things happen. If you don't get in a fight in prison, that's very rare. And I don't think I know of anybody not going to the hole for fighting or something, or assault, or one thing or another. I mean, I guess it's possible. But if you don't fight, you're going to be a victim. You're going to be preyed upon. This opens a whole new avenue of others coming in, trying to press you, trying to get something from you. I told a story about one of my friends in one of my other videos. I'll tell it again. I've always said, and I was always taught when I first got to prison, don't pull a piece, a shank, unless you're going to use it. So years down the line, I used to tell young people that, don't pull a shank unless you're going to use it. Because, it could backfire on you. Well, with this guy, one day it did. And horribly, if you ask me. So he would press not just anybody that came into prison, but people he thought was lame, or if he thought they had a sex case. I mean, even if he didn't know for sure, he would press them. And by press them, that's kind of prison jargon, like, give me your stuff, or I'm going to stab you. Well, he tells me, and I've told him several times not to be doing that. At least not pulling the shank out. I said, because it could go wrong. So one day I'm out in the yard. He comes running up to me. He goes, "Hey Harb, man, can I holler at you? Can I talk to you, man?" I said, "Yeah." So we went off a little ways. He goes, "Today was canteen day." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, dude in my wing, soft dude," he said, I seen him bring his canteen in, went up to his cell, and he said by the time I got out, he was back down on the bottom walk. And so I went up to him. I told him to go up and get that canteen and bring it down to me. And he said, "He told me no." And I said, "Oh, yeah?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "So I pulled my piece out." I said, "Yeah." And I told him again to go get that canteen. He said he started shaking. He said you could tell he was scared, but he told me no. Do what you got to do. I said, "So what did you do?" He goes, "Nothing." He goes, "I came out here," and he goes, "I'm telling you, what should I do?" Now you guys ask me. You guys tell me. What does this guy look like now? Pressing this guy, and this guy, from what he told me, I'd never seen him. Probably one of them guys that never came out in the yard or anything. He said he had a sex case. I don't know if he did or not, because this guy thought anybody who was soft had a sex case, and that's not always the case. But it might, it's possible he did, because more and more of them are coming out in the yard these days. Used to not be allowed on the yard at all, and I still don't think they should be allowed in the yard. This causes all kinds of problems. And plus, I don't think they deserve it. That's just my opinion. Other people may think differently, and that's all right, but this is the way I feel about it. Anyway, I said, "You know what you look like now, don't you?" He goes, "But what am I going to do about it?" I said, "If you don't do something, anything, if you don't do something, then everybody in this camp before long is going to know about it." He goes, "Well, you ain't going to tell anybody, are you?" I said, "I'm not going to say nothing." I said, "But that guy is going to tell his friends that he stood up to you, that you didn't do nothing. Then everybody before long is going to be asking you about it. Hey, did this really happen? What are you going to tell them? You going to lie? Say it didn't happen? You did it. You said you did it in the wing, so I'm sure other people in the wing saw it, right?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "So you have to do something. Otherwise, He goes, "Well, would you think any different of me if I didn't?" I said, "Well, it's like this. I've told you and told you and told you. I've talked to you till I was blue in the face, telling you not to pull a shank unless you're going to use it. That's the only thing them are for. They're not for show and tell." And I said, "So, whatever you do, that's on you now." So I guess he went in there and roughed the guy up a little bit. I don't know if he got his canteen or not, but that's another thing I want to tell you guys. Do not pull a shank unless you're going to use it, unless you're willing to use it. I had one on me, but the only reason I had it on me was for self-defense. If somebody's coming after me, and that was after that one time when I got stabbed. I told myself from then on, I'm not going to be caught without one. And I rarely had one that wasn't on me. But I didn't just pull it out willy-nilly, on people. That's just stupid. Yeah. I'm sorry, but it is. So, if you're a real thin person, I'm sorry I got all worked up over that. Apologize for that. So if you're a real thin person, you go to prison, you may think, well, I want to work out and put some meat on me. And let me tell you something. That's probably going to help you. That's probably a good thing to do. Not only that, keeps your mind, you get focused on doing that instead of other things, like the outside and stuff all the time. It's something to pass time for a little bit. Plus, you get in shape and you get bigger. But I've said it before, size doesn't matter in prison. I'll tell you something else that doesn't matter. Going in prison, pumping iron, and getting tattoos put all over you, thinking that's going to keep people off of you. That's not going to scare people off of you. There's people who have been down there for years. They've seen people with tattoos. It doesn't faze them. So if you're doing it just for that reason alone, don't. Because there's people in there that don't care. They don't care about your tattoos. They don't care how big you get. Just, work out to get bigger. That can be of help to you. You don't want to be real frail. But it not necessarily means that it's a lifesaver. Get tattoos only if you want to. Not because you think it's going to keep people off of you. Somebody wants to get at you, they don't care what you look like, really. And also, probably one of the most important things is when you're besides being aware of your surroundings at all time, always be aware of your surroundings. But when you're in it, most likely in Missouri, you'll get a cellie. Be respectful of his property. Don't touch his stuff unless he gives you permission. Do not pass gas while he's eating or whatever. Try not to use the bathroom until the yard opens, or they open the wing to let you out. There's times when that's not going to be possible, and you just got to go, and you let him know, and he'll do the same with you. But just don't, oh, I gotta go. If you can hold it, try to hold it until they open the doors. All right, that's what I got for you today. I got a little bit worked up over my buddy Monkey Paws. That was his name because of the way his hands were shaped. I'm sorry about that, and but just some things are just, you can't tell some people some things, they won't listen. All right, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.